Yo, yo, RX back with another stream. This time it is Friday night, which means one thing and one thing usually, and that is we are having a pre-party to the fights we have tomorrow, which are UFC Vegas 111, 111, whatever you'd like to call them. We back to talk about them. That was a nice little pre-party for them. One more look at them, watch the weigh-ins and the face-offs, and just really take in this card one more time before it goes down tomorrow at 4 o'clock. My time, whatever time that way will be for you. Should be interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to this card. I think it's a very solid card, and I'm very intrigued to see what happens. I think it's going to be fun. I think a lot of people are overlooking this card because it is in the Apex, which I do think is lame that's in the Apex, but I do think it's a very fun card, and I think people are going to be surprised and are regretting missing a card like this when it's actually pretty decent. So, again, I'm talking positively about a card. Something is weird, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow. Fun way to kick off the weekend, and see what happens. Should be fun. Fights better than nothing are the last hurdle before we get to the Garden next week with Islam and JDM and da. So that should be fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun tomorrow. I think it's gonna be much better than whatever that slop was. So last week, if we get no fixed fight for iPost, it's already a better card, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm not really sure what else to say. I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt. I think it's gonna be a good card. I know a lot of people are shitting on it, and I think it's unjust worthy. So maybe after the fact, it'll be just worthy. If the card sucks, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to it, and we're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna really see what happens. I think people are gonna be surprised. But yeah, before we can actually see if I'm right or wrong, we gotta get one more sleep and see what happens. That'll be interesting. We'll look at the weigh-ins and face-offs in a little bit, and yeah, talk about some other sports shit that's going on, and see what happens, man. Yeah, not really a whole lot left to say. It's good to be live again after taking yesterday off to relax, record a breakdown, yada yada. And yeah, I'm excited. Next 3 nights, we're gonna be talking about fights and every other sport we can think of. So let's do just that, shall we? Not very much more I can think to say before we get into the main topics of tonight. So Friday night, hope everyone's had a great week. Ready for a great weekend. First week of November in the books. How the fuck is it already November? And yeah, it's gonna be fun. See what happens in the Apex on Saturday. Let's head into a great weekend, shall we? But our main topic for this evening is UFC Vegas 111 tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Like I said, for me, whatever time that'll be for you in the Apex, better or worse, But this is a good card. I'm looking forward to it, and let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. 12 fights, still got the full card we talked about before with a few changes, and I think it's gonna be fun. So let's take one more look over the card. Not gonna really give a breakdown or anything because I've already done that. I'm just gonna go over the card, look at what people are thinking picks-wise for the fights the night before, and go from there. So we begin with the first fight of the night, and the fight that was changed a few times during the week, but is now solidified and gonna happen tomorrow, more than likely. It seems we've made it this far. Jackson McVeigh versus Zach Reese at a 195 catch weight. Reese still a big favorite, like not as big as when the odds opened. He was minus 400, now down minus 300. Still don't fully agree with that. Still weird talking about betting odds after last week. But I think Reese again. I think I said in the breakdown he should be like minus 250 or something. He should win. Yes, I am picking him, but I think that's a little wide of a margin for odds, and I think a lot of things could happen here. Hard to really trust either guy because McVay we don't know shit about, and Reese we know he's not very good. Gonna be interesting though. I think it'll be interesting. The picks for this are 81% to Reese on tap old OG, and what are they on Goat Milk? Don't forget to get your picks in tomorrow, boys and girls. None of them are watching. 92% going with Zach Reese. What the fuck did this dude do to his head? Might I add, what's wrong with this dude's fucking hair? Like, he just stay bald. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I'm gonna go Zach Reese. He should get to win, and I still think those odds are a little wide. I would not be super surprised that a McVay win from say it doesn't happen. I'm gonna go Zach Reese like everyone else. He should win. Pretty simple. Then we go to the second fight of the night, and a very good fight at that. Fight that should probably be higher on the card. It kind of shows how good this card is. That this fight is so low. Our second fight of the night: Miles Johns and Daniel Marcos. Both these guys had fights canceled over the last couple weeks, so why not get them to fight each other? Johns had a fight canceled last week. Marcos in Qatar, they needed a fight. Same thing they did with Walter Walker and Sutherland a few weeks ago. Genius. We get this good fight out of it, where Marcos is still a big favorite, which I still don't agree with. I don't get why. I think Johns is better, and I'm going to pick Miles Johns here. I really don't understand the betting odds much here. Daniel Marcos is not very good. Miles Johns, I know, is on a losing streak and is kind of a forgotten guy in the division, but he's really fucking good, and I think he is gonna win this fight. I think he's better. So, I don't know. The odds, everyone on Topology is 83% going Daniel Marcos. I'll be in that 17% club, I guess. And on Goat Milk, everyone is probably going Daniel Marcos as well. It's saying, yeah, same. I'll be in the 16% club there. I'm going the underdog. I think he's better. I think Marcos is terrible. And maybe Miles Johns. Good second fight of the night. Very good fight there. Looking forward to it. See what happens. Then we have our first of two female fights in. Both of them are in their respective top 15s. And we have our third fight of the night, our first two female fights. Tisha Pennington versus Denise Gomes. Gomes is still a very wide favorite going into tomorrow, which I don't agree with that either. But I will agree with betting odds eventually, just not these. I think this should be closer to a pick'em. I think counting out Pennington after she's looked very decent since coming back from having a kid is a little bit crazy, because again she has looked very solid. Most people, again, a lot of people would say she is on a 7-fight winning streak if she didn't arguably get robbed against Mackenzie Dern and Tabitha Ricci. So I think that's something to keep in mind. And then she's won 2 in a row since against Pinheiro and Carla. But I guess the main reason she is the underdog, she is fighting the 11-year younger and very decent Denise Gomes. Denise Gomes, yeah. Probably the hardest hitter in that division, it would seem. Very young, very good, well-rounded-ish ground game. Still kind of debatable in that regard. She's decent. This is number, I think, 13 versus 15 or something, or along those lines. The bottom of the top 15, but top 15 nonetheless in a division. Anything they can get. I think the upset's very possible here. I'm not gonna pick it. I'm just gonna go with the favorite, but I think it's a lot closer than people think, and should be intriguing. Should be intriguing. A 78% going Denise, 22% going for Tisha, and 9.8% going knockouts. Interesting, since Tisha's never been, I think, finished in the UFC, let alone knocked out. No, has she ever been finished in general in the UFC? No, all her losses by decision. So I'm gonna not pick a finish for Gomes, but who knows? The goat milk picks are the exact same actually. Actually, she's dropped to under -200, so that's good to see. Yeah, I'm gonna still go Denise, but I think Tisha has a very high possibility of winning this fight. I'm intrigued. Good fight. Let's see what happens. Don't be shocked at the upset here. I think this card could easily begin with 3 underdog wins with Miles, Jackson, and Tisha. If it did, I would not be surprised at all. The most surprising one out of those three would be Jackson McVeigh, really. So, see what happens, but I'll go the Brazilian in that one. Next, our first fight of the night and our double debut fight of the night, and I think maybe the biggest favorite on the card, I believe, unless I'm forgetting a fight. And our first fight of the night at heavyweight, a double debut fight. Please no eye pokes. Josh Hogan versus Max Gimenez. Hogan -400, still for 300. Kind of hard for me to talk about odds here since I know nothing about Gimenez. I know he's come from a very regional scene. He's done a lot of grappling, but I've never seen him fight a day in my life, and who knows if he's actually good or not. Hogan, I have seen, obviously, coming off Contender Series. This is interesting. Obviously, a lot of people know and don't like Hogan for his Contender Series antics. So I know a lot of people are going to be cheering for and maybe even picking Gimenez here out of bias. So we'll see if that pays off for them. I really can't make a comment on betting odds since, again, I don't know if they're right or wrong. So who knows if this guy's any good. But yeah, I'll go with the big favorite. I am gonna go Hogan here. Damn, I'll go with the devil I know more than the one I don't know. So it should be interesting. I'm guessing picks are just like that as well. 93% going Hogan, 7 going Gimenez. Sounds about right. Goat milk, probably much in the same. Look like fucking brothers or family members. 98% going Hogan. Damn. Yeah, I can't say Hogan should or shouldn't win because who knows if this Max dude is any good, but I will pick Hogan and see if he wins. So we're gonna find out. Not really much else to say. Let's see who makes a statement in their debut. After that, we got my lock of the night and my most confident pick of the night. In our second and final female fight of the night at bantamweight, in their top 10, we have Mayra Bueno Silva, which is Jacqueline Cavalcante. Cavalcante only -250, which I think is a little bit low. I think she could be easily upwards of like -400 or 500. She is my lock of the night for this card. Back-to-back weeks of a female lock. No, I'm actually more confident in Cavalcante than I was early on. What does that tell you? I think Cavalcante should win this fight easily, unless she can't stop a takedown. She should win. She's much bigger, much better on the feet, much younger, more cardio, more heart. She's just better. I said in my breakdown video earlier, I would not be shocked if in 2, 3, 4 years from now we're talking about Cavalcante as a legit contender in the division. I think, how much longer is Kayla Harrison going to be around? 3 more fights, most. Nunes is only fighting 1 time. Pena sucks and is gone anyway at this point. Who else is there? Pennington, Cavalcante would beat her. Dumont, that would be a good one. And let's be honest, after last week, are you really picking Dumont? Kellen Vieira, I'm picking Cavalcante. Fucking Yana Santos, I'm picking Cavalcante. So, she's good. If she I hope she I think the best comparison for her is Jermaine Durant. I hope she doesn't fall into the same problem Jermaine always had, that she can never stop a takedown. So, we'll see. I'm gonna go Cavalcanti here, very confident. I think, again, she's my lock, and I should win. I think she's a very, very good fighter, and I wouldn't be shocked at all if in 2 to 4 years she's either a former champ, a champ, or gonna be fighting for the belt. So she's good. Now I'm guessing Topology and picks will agree with me. Cavalcanti, 87%. And that's not as wide as I would expect. 13% go Myra. That's a debatable decision there. And then Go Milk, 90%. That's more like it. Yeah, Cavalcanti should win this. She's better. If she can keep it standing and let Myra gas out. I wouldn't be shocked at a finish late. I'm not gonna say she gets a finish late, but I'm gonna say she dominates and wins. So, my lock tonight, Cavalcanti, don't disappoint me. So if Arto Young could win last week as the lock, you can as well. So please do. After that, we get to the co-main event of the prelims, even though it should be the co-main event of the card, because it's probably the best fight on the card. If I find you want to say second, we have a banger at bantamweight between two guys who should be ranked, but somehow are not. As we have a banger at bantamweight in our co-main of the prelims between Ricky Simone versus Ione Barcelos. What a fucking phenomenal fight. Ricky, 2-fight winning streak, looking great again after a bad losing streak to good fighters. Ione, 3-fight winning streak, looking great again after taking a few losses. Great fight. I've talked about it plenty all week. I can't really hype it up any more than I already have. The odds are leaning Ricky's favor, even though I still think it should be closer to a pick'em. If I had to pick a favorite, I probably would lean Ricky, and that is who I'm going to pick here. But I do think the odds should be a little bit closer. Could see Ione winning this, could see Simone winning this, but I'm going to lean with Simone for my pick. If I have to make one, I think his wrestling could be the determining factor in all this, and should be interesting. I can't wait. I've talked about this fight so much. I really don't know what else I can even try and say about it. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. The topology picks are 873% for Simone. Okay, I think that's a little wide, but I get a lot of people are not picking the 38-year-old bantamweight. What about Goat Milk? 86, even wider. Wow. I get Ione on just on the plain surface. 38 years old at bantamweight. Winning streak is not against the most notable guys, but he's good, man. He's good. It sucks to see one of these guys lose, because I would love seeing one of them get in the top 15 again. Well, for Ione, I believe it would be the first time, but one of them has to lose. This is gonna be a great fight. I get not wanting to pick the 38-year-old, but I could see him winning. But I am gonna agree with the consensus, and I'm gonna go Ricky here. Gonna be good. I'm very excited, and we'll see what happens, man. Not really much else to say. I'm excited. Great fight. Complete disrespect to that. Disrespecting these guys, having it out in the prelims when it had bare minimum should be on the main card. See what happens, man. I'm excited. Great fight. And then we still end the prelims for great fight, even if it should not be over as this, but it's still a good fight nonetheless, especially when this guy's in the fight, it's gonna be good. To have our featured prelim at featherweight, Jamal Emmers versus Hyder Emil. This is not a pick'em anymore. I believe Emil has jumped out to being the favorite by a little bit. I think that's fair of Emil. Like minus 150, 160 sounds about right. I think he is the pick here. I do think Jamal could win this fight, because Jamal is a very kind of forgotten, decent fighter in the division. I know he's not the most flashy, and he hasn't really fought the top level guys, but he's pretty solid, and I could definitely see a world where Jamal could win this fight. But to do that, he would have to try and suffocate the hurricane, I guess, if you want to put in that term, of Hyder Emil. And I just don't think that's possible. The only guy who has been able to do that was Jose Delgado, and that's because he knocked him out in 26 seconds, something Jamal Emmers is not going to fucking do. If Emira's wins this fight, it's probably gonna be kind of more boring technical fight with a lot of grappling. But if Emil wins this fight, it's gonna be a barn burner like only he knows how to have. I think it's gonna be fun. I think Emil is going to break Emira's kind of like Nate Landwehr did. So I'm excited. This is a good one. Go right into the prelims. It sucks for Adrian Yanez from the card because we could have been ending the prelims with Yanez and Emil as the last two fights, two surefire finishers. Damn it. But hopefully they get Yanez to fight ASAP in like December. So. And again, I don't care that Yanez declined the fight. Who gives a fuck? But for this fight, for our featured prelim, the picks are leaning Hyder Emil's way 82% to 18%. I think that's very fair. I'm actually shocked to see that many people picking Emers. I guess they really don't have. They are not loving Emil getting knocked out in 26 seconds. Go Milk 80 to 20 for Hyder. Fair. I'm going Hyder Emil here from the Diaz pack, scrap pack, whatever. He's good. I think Ambrose is good too. I think Emil's better. I think he's going to drown and break him to give me Hurricane Hyder and a really good featured prelim. And yeah, very fun prelims lead into a very fun main card, beginning with a very good fight, a rare prospect battle. One of these guys is proven to not be good, but still. First fight of the main card at middleweight, Mr. Dumont, Marco Tulio versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Man, I'm happy to see Tulio as a favorite and not getting disrespected for no reason. Duncan, Tulio minus 150, Duncan plus 120. I like it. I'm so happy Tulio's the favorite. So happy to see COD not be the favorite in the fight because people are done overhyping him for not being very good. Yeah, I'm happy to, and I'm happy I can pick someone against COD and not have it be biased because I don't like COD. He's not good. He's just another guy the UFC hypes up and who's not good like Charbel in the same division. And I think Tulio would beat him as well. Yeah, I'm picking Tulio here. I think he's just better. He's one of the best prospects in the division right now, and he should be able to beat a pretty bad fighter in COD. So give me Tulio. I'm happy I can pick him unbiased because I actually think he's gonna win. He's just better. I think he's gonna do the same thing RoboCop did to Duncan, that's just take him down and destroy him. And I can't wait to see that happen again because I loved when RoboCop did it. So let's see Tulio do it. The typology picks here are leaning Tulio 72%, 28%. I think that's the first time Duncan has ever been the underdog on picks. Or is this the first time Duncan's ever been the underdog in general, let alone on picks? When would I? So let's see. He has been a favorite in even against RoboCop. He was the favorite, and was he the favorite on the picks? Yeah. So first time Duncan's ever been the underdog, and it makes sense. Most go milk going with. Oh wow, he's jumped to minus 170. Crazy. Tulio 86%, even less people picking Duncan. You'll love to see it. Tulio should win. He's just better. Duncan's not good. Have to see that proven again here. After that, a fight we'll talk about plenty when we get to the weigh-ins, but before we get there, we gotta just talk about this fight in general. The second fight of the main card and the first Bonfim of the night, Ismael Bonfim versus Chris Padilla. I'll give the elephant in the room. Ismael did miss weight by 6 pounds, 161. God damn you, lazy son of a bitch. Second time he's missed weight now. That's not great. I'm guessing he's probably dropped in favor. Wow. The odds have completely swung in Padilla's favor. There's no way those are really the odds. Because, like, yesterday Ismael was, like, minus fucking 200. There's no way those are the actual fucking odds now. There's no way it's a borderline. I get he missed weight by a shit ton, but I would expect him to fall to, like, minus 160, 150. Wow, it has felt to a borderline pick'em. You're kidding me. You are kidding me, man. Wow. Um, that's interesting. A lot of people don't like that weight miss. I don't blame 'em. I was picking Chris Padilla before because I just think he's better. Now people see Ismail miss weight. I heard he looked terrible on the scales. We're gonna see that in a little bit. That's interesting to see the odds flip that fucking much. Like again, I thought he was only going to fall to like -150 or something. To fall to that fucking to a pick'em when you were -200 all week. That's crazy. He must have looked horrendous on the scales. And respect to Padilla for accepting the fight. He's gonna get paid fat just off of Bonfim's paycheck. So yeah, now it's a borderline pick'em. Sure. Like I said, I was gonna go Eric Andre, Chris Padilla from the beginning, so this just makes me. I picked him already before Bonfim missed weight. I just think, like I said in the breakdown earlier, again, go. I keep fucking promoting it, not just because I made good points on it. If the best version of Padilla shows up, like we saw in his first two UFC fights against Rongju and James Top, I think he's gonna easily beat Bonfim. He's better. But if we get the guy who looked super shitty against Jai Herbert, then that's not gonna go well. Then with more than likely Bonfim's gonna win. So I don't know. I think like Bonfim's definitely the striker of the two brothers, but he's not even that phenomenal of a striker. Like he's really just living off that Terrence McKinney win, which cool should be Terrence McKinney. Most people have. I like T-Rex, not trying to shit on him, but honestly, he's not the most skilled fighter in the world. But yeah, I'm gonna go Padilla. That weight miss just makes my pick look better. I believe all week Padilla was the pick favorite. I guarantee you by fight time this is just gonna go up, and he's now 58 to 42%. Crazy, crazy. That weight miss must have been bad, and but I think Gold Milk's probably gonna still be on Ismail's side. Yeah, 62% to 38%. Why not? Like, I get a lot of the, no offense to anyone who are watching, I know people are lurking, but I feel like a lot of people on Gold Milk just go with the favorite, which I understand you don't got time to fucking analyze every fight like this idiot right here, so I think that's the main reason Ismail is such a big favorite on picks-wise here, so hopefully they have, and plus Ismail's the bigger name by far out of these two, so let's see what happens. Let's see if Eric Andre can get the win here against the very lazy Bonfim. I'm intrigued. That weight miss makes it interesting. The odds swinging that much makes it interesting. See what happens. I'm going Padilla. I was all week, and now it just kind of solidifies that. See what happens. Then we get maybe the best fight on the card, entertainment-wise. This is gonna be phenomenal. As in our third fight of the main card, another fight with giant odd swings. That's weird. We have our third fight of the night at welterweight, our first of two fights on the main card at welterweight. This one probably the better fight overall, but it's the main event still bigger rankings wise. Both in our featured bout of the main card, Muslim Salikov from versus Euros Medic. If you don't know now, you know fight of the week. I would say Uncle Salikov banger, Euros Medic banger. And actually, again, this is another fight where the odds have completely swapped the other way, because if you see here, Medic was -200, and now now it's almost a borderline pick'em like the other fight, which is really weird. Medic didn't miss weight, so that's weird as fuck. But yeah, that's weird. But yeah, I think this fight should be a borderline pick'em. I think this fight comes down to whoever lands the big shot first. Can Mitch land one of his patented bombs, or will Uncle Salikov be able to get another fucking insane knockout? I'm excited. I think this fight's phenomenal. I've picked against him so many times, and I've picked for him so many times. I've usually got it wrong. I gotta go Uncle Salikov here. I think he's a more technical fighter, and I think he'll be able to find the shot needed to put Medic out. So But I don't know. I had another fight where I'm far from confident in my pick here, and I think anything could happen. So I can't. Clearly, the odds must have changed their mind. 'Cause that's super weird that both these fights, these guys are minus 200, and now it's a borderline pick 'em. Keep an eye on that. Um, yeah, I'm guessing Tapology is going euros. No, it's going Salikov, 75%. I love seeing Salikov get some flowers now, and I'll be one of the people giving him said flowers because I've picked against him in his last 3 fights, which he has won, so shows how much I fucking know. I'm gonna stop underestimating and underestimating, I guess would be the right term, Uncle Salikov, because I'm picking him there. Gold milk to 50-50, which does make complete sense. Who's gonna get knocked out first? Maybe the only question you can ask here. I can't wait. If you know ball, you know this is a banger. That'd be great. What else can I say? I'm going Uncle Salikov, but anything, either his old chin to get knocked out or he's gonna catch another body. See what happens. Then we go to the worst fight on the card in the co-lame event, as I've now been going 3 minutes without a comment. Hope y'all are enjoying the lurkers. I love my lurkers, and at least I know someone's watching. At least some good background noise. Not like a fuck. I'd be doing the same stream either way. So, hope y'all enjoy. Where's no one live? No, I think Smokey might be live. That's why I got no views. Damn it. I would watch Smokey over me as well. So hopefully this stream's going good. But what isn't gonna be good is this co-main event of the evening, the worst fight on the cards, the co-main event. No, I don't know why either. So let's get through it pretty quickly. As in our co-main event of the evening at flyweight, we have Matt Schnell, Joseph Morales. I don't care about the betting odds, or have those stayed normal at least, and they've got wider. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm going Morales if I have to make a pick for this shit show. I'm guessing Tapology is as well. Yep, 90% to 10. I'm guessing Goat Milk is as well. 96 for 4. Yeah. I'm going to say shit fight. I'll go Morales. Why is that the co-main over anything else? Make it make sense. And then finally, the main event, the fight. I guess we're not all waiting for it, but I think a lot of us are intrigued just to see what happens here. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens here. I think this could be a fun fight. It's still not a main event worthy fight, but was last week's either. I think a main event fight should at least have a top 10 guy, but whatever. As we have in our main event of the evening at a welterweight for the number 14 ranking in the division, Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Bonfim is still the favorite, I believe. Yep, about the same odds they've been all week. I still have no idea why. Randy Brown is better, bigger, more impressive in his last few fights. I don't get why Bonfim is a favorite at all. I think Randy Brown's a clear pick here. Tapology even agrees. 61% to 39 for Randy, as it should be. I think Gold Milk's gonna be going Gabriel's on. Yeah, they hit 68%. Kind of proved my point that y'all just picked the big favorites. I don't blame y'all. And yeah, I'm going Randy Brown here. I think he's gonna be able to finish Bonfim some point in this fight. I think he's gonna be able to keep it standing, or at least not get submitted early and let Bonfim gas himself out. I think Randy's gonna win. I think the odds are dumb for this fight. I don't get why Bonfim's the favorite. And give me Randy Brown to end UFC Vegas 111. Not really much of my opinions have changed since doing the breakdown last night. The only thing that's changed are these betting odds, which I'm gonna make a tweet about right after the stream. It's really fucking weird. Cause like I expected Ismail to drop a bit, not that much, and then this switching is crazy as well. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, not a whole lot. Again, I think this card. I know a lot of people are shooting on it. Yes, it's in the Apex. I hate that too. What can you do? Outside of that, what flaws can you find with this card? Even if you go fight by fight, yes, okay, fine. This is a low-level PFL fight, whatever. This is good. This is good. Where's the female fight? Shut up, dumbasses. He'll get an interesting debut. This is a top 10 fight in its division. This is a great fight. This is a fun one. This is a good fight. This is interesting. This is a great fight. This is the main problem with the card. And the main event's fine. It shouldn't be a main event, but what can you do? On paper, this card is very decent. A lot better than last week's. Even before last week's happened in execution. I think this card is going to be much better than last week's. So I think people are giving this card a bad shape because it's in this shithole. Think about this. Let's say move this down to the co-main and put a real main event on this card. Let's say this was just a fight night in some random in fucking, I don't know, Arizona or fucking Houston. Like, who gives a fuck? Let's say the main event was Curtis Blades, Derek Lewis, whatever. Just a real main event on top of this card. Would you call it a bad card? I don't think so. It's fucking solid. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun, and I don't know. I have to get again for when I'm being a fucking voice of reason, if you want to word it like that. You know, it's correct. So maybe I'm speaking the truth, maybe I'm speaking out my ass. One of them has to be true. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I think this could be a fun one. Let's see what happens. But yeah, with that being said, we'll watch the weigh-ins and face-offs not too much longer. I just want to talk about a little bit of fantasy bullshit beforehand, and then we'll do just that. Looks like probably gonna be a quick night for me if we don't start getting movement in the next, let's say, 20-ish minutes, which is not a big deal. It's Friday night. People actually have lives. I don't know what that would be like. I do this. This is my nighttime adventure, so I love it. Actually, is Smokey actually live? If so, then I'm more than okay if not getting views if people are watching the Smokey. I know Moss ain't live because he did one today, which I hope that was fun. A lot of people say those are good, so hopefully that was worth it and fun. Let's see, is Smokey actually live right now? He is. Okay, that checks out. Never mind. And he's doing a panel thing with the boys. D-Man camera? That's sweet. Okay, never mind. It's a cool. Yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying some Smokey on a Friday night, because who doesn't enjoy some Smokey? Some Smokey Smeegs. And yeah, well, hope everyone enjoyed ONE FC with Moss earlier this morning. I think Combatics did that as well, or a Hardcore Hater, who had a great stream last night as well. The best source for the best YouTube channel for your Bulgarian updates, because every short he made is about Bulgarian. He's always cool, and Moss will be live tomorrow with the fight. Cool. But yeah, not really a lot else to say. MMA wise, like I'm not gonna talk because there has been a little bit of fight news. We'll save that for Tuesday, or at least maybe Sunday. Yeah. Actually, the only thing I will talk about fight-wise is there was a fight booked for next week. So let's look at that real quick. This is next week, so the most updates. So there was a fight booked for next week's card, and it is, where is it? Have they not added it yet? I don't think so. Let's see, unless I passed over it, but yeah, they just haven't added it yet. Like bring up Marcel's Instagram real quick, and it wasn't like no one pulled out. This is just a fight they threw together on the spot today. So let me just show you this real quick. It was this fight got added to next week. Slava Claus and Matthias Camilo. I guess it makes sense. Camilo got that Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi fight canceled. He didn't get it, but he did have that fight canceled. Sawadi pulled out, so Camilo stayed in camp. Slava Claus always ready to fight, and he needs a win. Sure, cool. Not fodder, but padding to the card next week, making it a 14 fight card now. Hopefully they get Adrian as a fight for next week. Wink, wink, please. I think that's probably unlikely. But yeah, so that's an update on what got added to next week. Slava Claus, Camilo. See what happens, and then we'll talk about this more on Tuesday. But this guy to the Cop card in December. So there you go. But yeah, well, that's about really all the fighting stuff I gotta talk about outside of what I want to talk about outside of the weigh-ins and face-offs. So yeah, let's talk about some fantasy shit real quick. There's not really much to update in the NFL league. And actually, I guess I will talk about a game from last night real quick. There's nothing to say because nothing fucking happened. We did have the Raiders Broncos last night on Thursday Night Football, and it was one of the worst games of the season. Nothing fucking happened. Both teams look like ass. Geno Smith is terrible. Broncos are completely questionable in terms of contention. That game was terrible. I can't believe I barely watched it. I was playing games and shit during that. I learned Tyler Lockett's on the Raiders. I don't think anyone knew that. And yeah, that game was garbage. And then the only player who was worth playing last night in fantasy was Ashton Genty, who I did not have. I had RJ Harvey instead, who I rode with and thought, oh, maybe he'll do something. 3.8. Suck a dick. God damn it. So that's one of my spots already taken. I need these dickheads to ball out, so great. Look at waiver wire shit real quick. What's going on? Not much has really happened since we last looked at this on Wednesday. We had, let's see, we kind of talked about it. So really only had two things. I picked up AJ Brown. Yes, that AJ Brown, because Chrome dropped him, and I dropped Terry McLaurin because he never plays. Speaking of pool receivers with the last name Brown, Antonio Brown, what the fuck are you doing? And speaking of Chrome, he picked up Chase McLaughlin and dropped Tony Pollard because he loves the Buccaneers and their kickers. So cool. Thank you, Chrome, for AJ Brown, and I'll take it. Now to look at the updated projections for this week. I am still projected to lose to Vast, and I don't blame it because I got nothing out of my first player play, and he got 15 out of Troy Franklin. Great. So fucking thrilled about that. Ugh. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose that game. Ninja is projected to beat Tone, who I think, yes, said his team. He's really gonna play Nick fucking Chubb. There's really no better running backs than Nick Chubb available. Like Matua, go pick up I'd say go pick up Tyrone Tracy. I don't think I would even pick up Tyrone Tracy, but if he wants to run with Nick Chubb, that's up to him. As much as I think these guys suck, I would play them over Nick Chubb, but maybe Matua knows something I don't. So, whatever. Good luck to him. I want to see him win that game, but it's very unlikely. Then we have probably the game of the week in terms of importance. Chrome and Shiesty locked in a battle. Shiesty got nothing out of Brock Bowers, which really hurts her. So she's going to need the rest of her team to really ball out. And she has a lot of options. I still think she better bench Jordan Mason for Rico Dowdle. If not, she's kind of fucking herself right there. But see what happens. Winner of this. They both need a win here. See what happens. And then Tone should easily walk away from one here, getting 15 and 16 from Genty and the Broncos defense. You'll love to see it. Yeah, happy Tone's gonna win this one with fucking ease, as he should. So here you go. Not very much updated there. Again, biggest thing, I got AJ Brown for better or worse, and now both my receivers I'm gonna play this week more than likely are from Matua and Chrome. So thank you, boys. You really helped me. Christ. So there you go. And then to look at the NBA league real quick as we go into the weekend, who's winning it? I think there's probably still games on right now because every team in the league's playing tonight. I'm just making sure I didn't leave anyone good on the bench. No. 59 points for Chapter. Fuck yeah, 60. Fuck yeah. I think I'm up on a lot. I'm up by a good amount. I'm on Tua now. He's actually winning? Oh, let's see what the fuck's going on. But me and Matua are locked in a battle, a few points between us. We had every spot on our team playing tonight, and he missed out on some Gobert points, but we'll see who's gonna walk out of this win. But on the weekend, banger there. Chrome is losing, but I don't think he's setting his lineup anyway. The bots are beating Vast. Crazy. Isaiah Stewart had 80 fucking points, and that's his stats overall. How they count down fantasy. That's not. He didn't put up 80 points. So there you go. But yeah, bots takeover still winning this game. Can't believe Josh Giggity and the Bulls are actually fucking good. How crazy is that? We'll see if Tom Vast can come back down a good amount going into the weekend. And Botter is beating Tone at the moment. Dude, Botter's built a super fucking squad. I didn't know Jimmy Butler played tonight. I don't know why the bot team didn't fix them. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. Tone can come back from this during the weekend. So, yeah, not much to say about fantasy basketball. Kind of hard to like talk about it excitingly because every night and all that. So, yeah, I wonder who's gonna win that fucking mid-season cup thing that they do. I think that's kind of intriguing. It's fucking pathetic to do something like that, but I guess it's also a little bit interesting to see who wins that. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, that's about really all I got to say there. So, unless I'm forgetting anything else to talk about, 20 views. Thank you, fucking lurkers. I think the only thing left was watch the weigh-ins and the face-offs. Yeah, so watch that. That'll take us to about the hour mark or around it, and then we'll get out for. What, am I gonna have a stream with no comments? Damn, damn you, Smokey. Nah, I'm fine with it. One day, my boys. One day. I guess it is kind of late as well. And maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I got up to 188 subscribers, a new high. So I'm very happy about that. And we're 12 away from 200 bitches. That makes me extremely happy. So I'm waiting for YouTube to load and all that. Give it a minute. We'll obviously watch the weigh-ins and then the face-offs. Or I will. Hey, how much of the card are you gonna stream? I don't do live card shit at the moment. I would love to, and in the future I probably will. But no, I do an after party after the card. Not exactly after the card, but yeah, one day I will do live card shit. But there's many other people who do that, and I don't do that at the moment. Sadly, one day I will. But yeah, I'll be doing an after party tomorrow around the same time I always go live, which is about an hour ago or so, and talking about the cards. So that's the closest to when I go live. So again, one day I'll do a live card shit, but right now I just do the after party, pre-party tonight, and then all that shit. So what's up, Danny Phantom? I was just always good to see new people in chat. Hope you are doing good. So love Danny Phantom, great show, underrated, forgotten. So, but yeah, let's watch some weigh-ins and face-offs. Like I always say every week, I do this. I can do this because it's not fights. They show it on YouTube. Let's watch the weigh-ins as we begin with the Bonfim brother, who actually made a weight in the main eventer, Gabriel Bonfim, who is on weight. Unlike his little brother, at least size-wise, 171 for Gabriel, not looking drained at all. And then his opponent, the 6'4" Randy Brown. Other half of the main event. Who's this card was built? Oh, looks like he has to get the curtain out. But I know he makes weight here. I'll give him a break for needing the curtain when he's fucking 6'4". But he doesn't even look that drained, so I guess he just didn't cut enough, and there you go. He's on a weight. Then we have the co-main event with Joseph Morales, who is on weight. I wish he wasn't, because this fight would be canceled, and I'd be very happy. On weight for flyweight. Are they doing it how I like when they do it? When it's like every fight in a row? Nope. And then his opponent, the co-main, Matt Schnell. Who you got in the main event? I'm going Randy Brown. I think he's better. I don't really get why he's the underdog in this fight, betting wise. Most people are going Randy Brown, at least on the sites that I see picks on. I think he's just better. I think if he can survive early in the fight, where Bonfim's gonna try and fucking take him down and all that, I think he's gonna win. I got him by second round knockout. I think he's gonna. I just think he's better. I think Gabriel Bonfim's ass. I think both are. And again, most people think he lost to a 65-year-old Wonder Boy. What the fuck would Randy Brown do to a 65-year-old Wonder Boy right now? I know that's not how MMA math works, but or it doesn't work. Or in Magic, right? It's funny that I'm not going to put my cursor on that because it would show the fight. It's funny they had the Dalby fight right there because who beat Gabriel Bonfim? Exactly. So Randy's better. I think he's gonna beat him, and yeah, I'm happy he's finally getting his chance in the spotlight. For Matt Schnell, getting his co-main shot. He's on weight, sadly. So we gotta watch that fight now. Now we get to when they just put random fighters instead of doing the fighters in order. And we have Denise Gomes letting the hair grow out a bit. She's still on weight 115. And we have Jesus, a man who had a lot of canceled fights this week, finally getting a fight. Jackson and McVeigh for 195 at a catch weight thanks to cancellations. He is on weight. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think you're going to miss weight out of catch weight, or you shouldn't. And not long after Denise, we see her opponent, Tisha, who I don't think has ever missed weight, a professional, and she makes strawweight like always. Because it won't be shot if she pulls off the upset. And then we go from strawweight to bantamweight for Mayra Bueno Silva, who has swapped between weight classes, but looks like she's gonna stick at bantamweight for the last fight. She makes weight. Last fight, because she's probably gonna get cut after this fight, I would imagine. Then we have the fraud and another guy I'm picking against, Daniel Makov. He looks weird without the red hair. That new chest tattoo. He's on weight for his first fight back since getting beaten by Montel. And then we have the idiot who missed weight by 6 pounds, Ismail Bonfim. At your future lives. I gotta head to bed. Thank you, Danny. Shout out to you, brother. Always good to see new people in chat. I hope you enjoy it. I do videos, shorts, streams. Appreciate it. Thank you for hopping in, brother. Only looks like you're gonna be only fucking viewer tonight, so thank you. Ismail missing weight here. Does he really look that fucking drained? Like, he looks like he could at least try to cut a few more pounds. Like, he looks like he didn't really try too hard at all. Kind of pathetic, really. Okay, yeah, either he's a really good actor or he is not. Maybe it's fucked up, who knows. After him, we got another professional who always makes the weight at bantamweight, Miles Johns. My pick. I think he's gonna win. I think he's a good underdog. And then another good underdog, even though his fight's weirdly a pick him now, against Ismail, who missed weight. Unlike Ismail, Chris Padilla has made weight. Let's see what Eric Andre can do. See if he can get that win. Then we got Hurricane Hyder. I'm gonna make the weight for featherweight. Kind of look like Dominic Cruz. I don't know. Weird. And we have one of the old men on the card who's still very good, Ione Barcelos, another constant professional, gonna make the bantamweight win like he always does. and he's on weight. Then we have our first of two debutants, Max G. Menace. What the fuck's wrong with his like underarms? Why did he have fucking whatchamacall? I forget. I can't think of the term right now, but yeah, does he have that shit? Looks like it. Let's see. Yeah, so he's on weight for heavyweight, obviously. See what he can do. Then we got Uncle Salikov, 41 years old, still making the welterweight limit like he always does. And see what Uncle can do tomorrow. See if he can get that W. Then we have the other heavyweight and a lot of people's least favorite fighter on the card, Josh Hokett. We'll see what he can do tomorrow in his debut. Much lighter of the two heavyweights in that fight, and he is of course going to make weight because you would have to be a fat fuck to miss at heavyweight. Then we have my locks of night at bantamweight, Giacolini Cavalcante, who of course is going to make the weight. Well, she's a little big for bantamweight, but she has the weight cut down, and she of course makes it. I think, yeah, you're going for her fifth win, I guess, and that's why she got a 5-0. Then we have bald ass Christian Leroy Duncan, another dude who I think is not very good, but he makes weight, so I'll give him props. Then we have Jamal Emmers, a lot of bald people on this card. He, of course, is on weight, another constant professional. I think he only missed weight one time. It was that Bazookia fight, but he's on weight here. Then we have Zach Reese on very short notice for 195 with his new fucked up haircut. And of course, he makes that 195 limit because it's a catch weight fight, and nice. Love to see it. And then we have, I believe, is he the last one? Is Marco Tullio the last one? I believe that he is. Mr. Dumont, looking a little bit drained, but still makes the weight, and I think that's everyone. Hey, that's the same tattoo John Jones got. Oh yeah, Ricky Simone. How could I forget about Quickie Ricky? Another constant professional. Gonna make the bantamweight limit like he always has. I don't think he's ever missed. And he makes 135. Oh, there's one more. Now that we gotta end with a baldy. I think is Medic actually the last one. Yeah, he is. And of course, Medic makes the weight and ends our weigh-ins. So, again, only one weight miss is Mayo Bonfim by a big amount, which sucks. But everyone else was on weight. No one really looked that bad. Outside of Bonfim, I would say Tullio didn't look great, but he still made the weight. And I thought everyone looked fine. So, good to see. And now let's see the final thing. The face-offs. Let me load those up, and then after we watch those, we'll get the fuck on out of here for the night. One more sleep, and we'll head into Saturday night, or afternoon, really, because a decently early card. Not super early, but early enough to where it's not super late. That was a dumbass sentence, but we got to somewhere in the end, and yeah. Here we go. UFC Vegas 111 fighter face-offs. You'll love to see it. I've always loved the weigh-ins and the face-offs. I love the ceremonial weigh-ins. So, but what can you do? Letting it load. And bring it up on the screen now for you all to see. Let's do it. The last thing tonight. Let's watch the face-offs. We'll be beginning with the main event. Gabriel and Randy Brown. Randy Brown a good few inches taller. That should be interesting, man. I gotta go. I'm going Randy. He's better. Then we got the co-lame, Schnell and Morales. Trust me, no one cares. I don't care. Next fight. I said next fight. Thank you. Yeah, maybe the banger of the card, Salikov and Medic. Medic a good amount taller. Interesting. Someone's gonna get knocked out there. I can't wait. Then we have Padilla and Bonfim. Ismail does actually look pretty terrible. Maybe I do understand those odds fucking changing and like they did. And there you go. Now we got the main card opener, CLD and Tulio. Tulio looks like he's rehydrated pretty quickly. And the cowboy hat for Brazilians love their cowboy hats. That's gonna be a good main card opener. And the featured prelim with Emil and Embers. Good fight there. High chance of a finish. Should be fun. Then we got the disrespected fight card, maybe the best fight on the card. Should be the co-main of the card in general. Simone and Barcelos, what a banger. That's gonna be a good one, man. Then we have Bueno and Cavalcanti. My lock of the night, baby. Come on, Jacqueline. Get Myra out of the UFC, baby. Then we have Hokit and Jimenez. That's going to be an interesting one. See what Hokit can do in his debut after a lot of shit talk. See what Jimenez is made out of. Interesting. And we got Tisha Gomes. Would not be shocked Tisha pulls off the upset there. Good fight in the top 15 of strawweight. Then the second to first fight of the second to first fight of the card. Jonathan Marcos. God, he looks weird without the red hair. That's going to be another good one at bantamweight. I'm going, come on, Miles, get the dub. And then the first fight of the night, Jesus versus iDubbbz. 195 catchweight. Gonna be good. There you go. And there you go. UFC Vegas 111 weigh-ins and face-offs. What can you really take away from those? Usually nothing, in my opinion, but I guess Ismail looks fucking terrible. And yeah, so I guess I do understand why the odds flipped so hard in Padilla's favor in the last couple hours. So don't understand this one, but still interesting. And that should be interesting. I'm excited for that card, man. I know a lot of people hate on it. I get it's an Apex card. Oh, fucking. I always see those tweets. Oh, who's actually going to waste their Saturday watching this? I'm no casual. I think last week's card was worse. And that card turned out to be kind of watchable, kind of. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow. And I got faith, which, if I have faith, if I'm being the positive one in the room, something's wrong. And, yeah. So, not really much more I can think to say, man. Not a busy night in chat, I see, but again, Smokey's live. Hopefully everyone's having a great time there. Shout out to Danny Phantom, who hopped in for a few minutes, and always good to see someone new in chat, and shout out to him for being the only chatter of the night. Shocked to no Tone, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tone's listening in the background in the shadows. I know he likes to do that. No Freezy, no, Jamie never shows up anymore. So yeah, a few people, but again, it's Friday night. Who knows if they even got notifications that I was live, etc., etc. And yeah, I'm not upset about it. Still had a fun time. Still somehow ended with 26 views and 5 likes. Shout out to y'all, the lurkers, the new people, the people who don't want to chat. Whatever. I respect y'all. Love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Got up to 189. I'm guessing Danny subscribed. Shout out to him. We are 11 away from 200, which is fucking insane. I look at tonight as a success. Why? Because I got to go live and yap with y'all, or at least with myself, for an hour. I loved it. Can't wait for fights tomorrow. I'm not going to complain. Hope everyone is having a great time at Smokey, because of course I already know Smokey's having a great stream. And yeah, I'm in good spirits. Had a great night. I gotta talk about sports for an hour. What else can I say? So yeah, not really a whole lot left I can think to say. This was fun, even if it was kind of just a solo stream by myself. Got a new sub and chatter out of it. Friday night again, a lot of people actually have live, so sweet. Not very much else anything to say. I'm excited for fights tomorrow. I'm excited for this weekend of sports football. Sunday's gonna be great. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. And yeah, I'm looking forward to fights. Don't forget to get your picks in tomorrow. 4 o'clock is when the fights start for me, so I don't know what time that is for a lot of people. But whenever that is, hopefully you got your picks in by then, or you're ready to watch some fights. I feel like a lot of casuals are gonna regret missing this card just because it's an Apex card, and I think if you do miss this card for legit reasons, understandable, and I think you're gonna go back and watch some good shit. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And again, if I'm being the bearer of positivity for a card, that must mean something. And I'm excited for UFC Vegas 111 tomorrow. We'll see what happens. You'll hear what I think of everything that happened on the card around the same bat time as always for the after party. That's going to be very fun. And then we'll also do the hangover stream on Sunday. We'll talk about NFL and all that good shit to end the weekend. Obviously, I'll have a short out tomorrow before the card of my picks, and I'll have the recap of the card on Sunday. So there you go. Not very much else to say. Nah, this was fun. An hour flew by really quickly, and hope you all enjoyed. For the few people that did catch it, you can go back if you want to go back. Talk about fights, football, basketball, whatever. I got the breakdown for the card on video already out. If you want to go watch that, and yeah, I'm excited. Fights are gonna be fun. We'll see what happens. So, that being said, I'm trying to think of anything else that needs to be said before we head into fights tomorrow. Not that I could think of. So, to head into fights tomorrow, I, of course, have to say, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe to himself's goal by the end of 2025. And as always, unless I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am, let's have a fun weekend. The first full week of November in the books, which is insane. Let's have a great second weekend of November, a great weekend of fights and football and sports and whatever. I'm excited. Let's do it. To get there, I gotta say, as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And always.